guys. I'm so glad you all could join us. So welcome back,
Hi,
everyone. You know, we are honored, I'm going to say, to welcome everybody back to Read2Me TT, the bedtime series. Big up Elena and Kevin for doing this powerful initiative where we get to read to kids. And, you know, in this time where it's all about staying at home and doing what's necessary to save our world and keep things going, like we get to still read these stories and tell, you know, all these kids what a fun bedtime they can actually have no matter what's happening in the world. So just so y'all know, I'm Jeanelle. I am, among other things, an author as well, but for more preteen and teenagers with issues. These books, thankfully, aren't going to be that. And I am also an entrepreneur of my own, and I work in the creative industry, which is a big kind of term for basically meaning that I help creative things like books and music and anything like become cool products that look great and can reach a lot of people. That's basically what I do. And this is my epic co-host, Rue, who's also my incredible friend for years. Rue, this is all you.
Thank you, Jen. Hi, everybody. So I'm Rueanna, and I'm also really, really happy to be here. Happy to be here with Jen. This is my first ever live anything, and I'm really happy that I get to share this experience with my friend. So, what do I do? So I work in environmental issues, climate change to be specific. I basically help small countries, island countries like Trinidad and Tobago, in particular when they participate in global discussions with other countries internationally, trying to figure out a way that we can cooperate and help to, you know, make the situation better or help to at least not make it get any worse. I think that's the simplest way to break it down. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. And so, you know, my job normally involves a lot of travel. And with this situation with COVID-19, you know, we can't go anywhere. We can't leave our homes. It's been interesting. I don't know how it's been for you, Jen. It's been interesting. There've been, you know, ups and downs, but what I try to do is I like to focus on the fact that by staying inside, we're not just doing something for ourselves or for our immediate families, we're actually doing something for, you know, people that we don't know. We're doing something for others. And I think that's a great way to look at it because it helps us to focus on, you know, being brave, being strong, making a sacrifice that's going to help other people and being heroes in our own little way. And, you know, it's not often that we get to have this kind of opportunity. So it's not really a silver lining, but at least I think it's a nice way to think about it. So tonight, as Jen said, we're going to be reading for you a really amazing book called Petra and the Poui. Now, this book was written in 2020, so it's a modern story. And that's great because we're modern girls, so it's a great fit. The book is written by Simon and illustrated Lara. And we got a few messages because we know that actually we started reading this book at Read2Me last night, and we got a few messages saying that, you know, we should do a reboot and try to do the entire thing in one. So Jen and I are going to be doing that for you tonight. So yay! We get to have a reboot and the entire thing. If it's nice, do it twice. So I'm going to hand back to Janelle now.
Yes, and I just want to say on that note, because I mean, I'm a person who absolutely loves illustration, that, you know, this kind of look, oh my gosh, Linda, Lara, epic, and of course the incredible author, Philip Simon, big deal, very cool stuff. We actually love this book quite a lot, and we see ourselves in it, which is really important. Before we begin, we just want to thank last night's readers, Carrie Kim, and Auntie Corrine. Like, you guys did an incredible job. We appreciate the passing of the battle. And yeah, so that we are going to jump right into this. As Rue mentioned, the book is called Petra and the Poui.
Ahem.
Petra loved poui. She loved poui leaves, poui branches, and she loved poui. Every evening after school, Petra headed straight to the poui trees in the park next to Pamela's parlor. She scrambled up the trunk of her favorite poui tree and rested in its branches, letting her thoughts drift on the cool, calm Caribbean breeze.
The real fun started when the green leaves disappeared and the poui flowers blossomed. The branches brimmed with bright, beautiful pink or yellow flowers. Petra dashed and dived from left to right, trying to catch each flower as it fell. Poui trees are the best, Petra shouted, not suspecting that her feelings were about to change.
Oh boy. Petra sat in her room, staring at the screen on Mummy's tablet, which she had managed to borrow without her knowing. She clicked on Palance and Paula's newest travel vlog. The screen exploded with the most amazing pink flowers and the most gorgeous trees Petra had ever seen. But what are they? Petra wondered aloud, as if Paula could hear her question through the tablet. Paula called them sakura, Japanese cherry trees that were in bloom at the time. Whoa, Petra thought. These flowers are so much prettier than those lame poui trees in the park. By the branches of the sakura tree, climb them. She watched the petals dance in the wind. I'm going to catch them. And when the video ended, she shouted, I'm going to Japan.
Girl, what are you shouting about? Mommy was standing in the doorway, clearly annoyed. And why do you have my tablet? Oh, you want your tablet back? Petra's eyes sparkled with mischief. Here, Mommy, take it. But that means you have to do something for me. Child, what do you want? Mommy sounded even more annoyed. Nothing much, Petra grinned. I just want to go to Japan to see the sakura trees. Japan? You think that's nothing much? Do you think money grows on trees? Well, money is made from paper, and paper does come from trees. So, little girl, Mommy interrupted. Don't get smart with me. Sorry, Mommy, Petra said, but more than anything, I want to see the sakura trees in Japan. Sakura flowers are nice, Petra, but we have our own nice flowers right here in the park. Nice? Sakura flowers are baking. Poui flowers are kind of boring. Please, let's go next spring. And don't worry, I'll help raise money for the trip, Petra added with confidence. But Petra, please, Mommy, please, please, please. Okay, Petra. I'll discuss it with your father and we'll see what happens. But no promises, okay?
So Petra, but more so her parents, got to work. Daddy labored in the kitchen, making a variety of Trinidadian treats while Mommy helped Petra design her sign. Under the poui tree in the park, Petra sold preserved peaches, pineapple chow, pylori, and pastels to help pay for the pricey tickets. Everyone was happy to buy from Petra and help her earn money for the trip. Everyone, that is, except Pamela from the parlor, who was not pleased with the competition of Petra's popular products. When Petra's parents saw how determined she was, they decided to take the trip after all.
Yes, 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 Petra shouted. I'm going to start packing right now. Petra, take it easy. The trip is 3 months away, and you're welcome. Oops, how could I forget? Thanks, Mommy. Thanks, Daddy, Petra said, throwing her arms around her parents.
After the 3 longest months of Petra's life, the big day arrived. A pair of plane trips took Petra and her parents from Piaco Airport to New York, and from New York across the Pacific Ocean to Tokyo, Japan. Petra's poor parents stuck on the plane with impatient Petra for precisely 21 hours, 16 minutes, and 5 seconds. Everyone was tired when they at last exited the plane. Everyone except for Petra. Mommy, Daddy, can we go to the park now? Petra's eyes beamed with anticipation. Daddy met her hyper gaze with an exhausted stare. No, Petra. But Daddy, Petra, we are going to the hotel and then we are going to sleep. Tomorrow we'll go to the park. Tomorrow? But Petra. Daddy's voice was stern. Yes, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. She puffed out her lower lip.
Oh, before the sun rose, Petra was fully dressed. She had not slept. How could she sleep? The sakura trees were so close now. Mommy, you up yet? Petra woke her mother, who she knew was still sleeping. I wish you would get dressed this quickly for school. Mommy grumbled as she dragged herself out of bed and stumbled towards the bathroom.
Luckily for Petra, the public garden was only a short walk from their hotel. They turned at the corner and stopped. Across both sides of the park, as far as Petra's starry eyes could see, stretched blossoming sakura trees, creating a sprawling scene of pink. As the spring breeze reached the sakura trees, the small petals scattered, sailing in slow motion through the air until they landed softly on the path. It's perfect, Petra whispered.
Without warning, Petra sprinted to the nearest sakura tree and started climbing. By the time her parents got to her, she was halfway up the tree. Petra showed superb climbing skills, but she paused when she heard a strict voice call, "Sorry!" Below, 2 police officers were signaling to her. "You cannot climb," one of them said. Disappointed and embarrassed, Petra slid off the tree. "Petra, what were you thinking?" Mommy frowned. "What made you believe you could just climb these trees?" "Well, I climb the poui trees in the park all the time, so I thought climbing the sakura trees was okay." "But this is not home, Petra. You cannot just come into other people's countries and do as you please." "Okay, but can I at least try to catch some of the falling petals?"
That should be fine. Mommy watched as Petra set off to catch the floating pink petals. To Petra's surprise, the sakura petals were difficult to follow. They were much smaller than those of the poui flowers back home. "Aha!" she cried when she spotted one on which she could focus. With her palms open, she positioned herself under the petal as it drifted in the breeze. "Almost there," Petra whispered as the petal inched towards her hands. The petal was only a centimeter away when a sudden burst of spring breeze smashed a bunch of petals in her face. Petra sighed and brushed the petals off. Mommy looked concerned. "What's wrong, Petra? Aren't you enjoying the flowers? They're even prettier in real life than on the vlog, but I'm already missing my poui trees." Petra shifted her eyes to avoid Mommy's glare. "Girl, are you serious? After we flew all the way to Japan and booked a hotel?" Mommy looked at Petra's disappointed face and sighed. "Don't worry. The poui trees aren't going anywhere. Enjoy the pretty flowers here, and when you get home, you can enjoy the poui flowers there."
Petra cheered up as they strolled through the park. Anyone hungry? Daddy asked, stopping at one of the many Japanese street food signs. A girl about Petra's age was selling meat on a stick that her parents were grilling. What is that? Petra asked. The girl smiled. Yakitori. Can I try the yakitori, Daddy? It smells so good. Sure, Petra. Daddy took 3 shiny silver Japanese coins from his pocket and gave them to the girl. Seeing the girl selling food in the stand, surrounded by pink flowers, reminded Petra of all the food she had sold to help pay for her trip to Japan. I
I
wonder if
want
she's saving for a trip too.
this thought, the delicious yakitori and the park's beauty, caused a smile to creep over Petra's face. For the rest of their stay, Petra and her parents toured Japan. They visited the Meiji Shinto shrine with its towering gate and surrounding woods. They took photos in front of the imperial palace and explored its large public gardens. They even attended a kabuki play and a tea ceremony. Petra's eyes sparkled. I had no idea Japan had all of this. This is the best vacation ever.
Ever. How could it not be? As soon as she arrived home, Petra raced to the park next to Pamela's parlor, scrambled up the trunk to sit on her favorite branch of her favorite poui. She leaned back, contented, and watched the poui flowers sway in the breeze. Sakura blossoms have a beauty all their own, she thought. But I still love poui because poui is home. The end. Yay!
Philip Simon, your story is epic. And by the way, guys, Philip really, really does love poui. And he also loves Japanese cherry blossoms that he saw. So that this is a real story for him from his actual childhood into adulthood. Like, it's pretty cool that he would put this into a story. I think that's like epic, real life experience on display. Now, before we go though, we have some really important messages that you're supposed to listen to us for, listen to your parents, listen to your national leaders, the instructors,
Listen.
supposed to do. And I'm actually gonna let Captain Planet start this one.
Thanks. Thanks for that, Jen. So we just have to remind you in the way that we do every night when we have these stories with Read to Me that we should all be washing our hands. Please wash your hands, keep them clean. You should be washing your hands for 20 seconds, washing the inside, washing the outside, washing between your fingers for the time it takes you to sing happy birthday twice, or any other song that's about 20 seconds long. And kids, if you see your mommy or daddy or auntie or uncle or big cousin or brother or granny forgetting, remind them they should be washing their hands and do not touch your face.
Do not do it. And remember, everybody is supposed to wear their mask. So don't let anybody think that they could go outside your house and not be in their mask fashion, because it's saving lives, it's doing its part, it's helping to slow the spread, it's helping to flatten the curve, which is a really great way of saying that we want our medical professionals to not be overloaded and to be able to endure this and be healthy at the end of it. So let's give them a chance to do that by doing our part and helping them by us washing our hands, wearing our masks. Make a game of washing your hands. Remember, happy birthday twice, just as Rueanna said. I can't guarantee that you'll get gifts for it every time, but I mean, maybe negotiate with I don't know, maybe. But we can all do this because we are in this together, just
Together.
like Read to Me TT says. Now, tomorrow, Ru, they're going to do another
Tomorrow,
yes, I have to
yes.
wait to see.
Yes, you'll have to wait to find out. We have 2 new authors and a brand new local book tomorrow. So thank you all so much. Thank you for joining and have a great night.
You guys rock. Okay, bye. And oh wait, let's just say thank you to everyone. All shouting out. I can't call all of you, but I love all of you and thank you for tuning in, guys.
Thank you
Okay.
for tuning in. Thank you for Read to Me. Thank you for doing this
Thank
initiative. It's so
you guys.
amazing. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, bye.